Yeah, a little bit. But there was the apple came a lot onto the neighbor's side. Over the neighbor's side of the fence and on the fence, so that I'm glad we got out there. What's that, Fred? Yeah,
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And into a sea of red, we're under.
No, the one by the girl.
Pretty good here, right
So
at the 30-yard
that's the one by the girl.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pick up there at 22. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play call right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another?
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
No, you need something on the wall.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
By the way, I'm glad you guys did
From the shotgun now, here's an inside gill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
white one, not the yellow one.
And that'll leave it with
the white one and the yellow one.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now I can.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying.
Yeah, give her a hell about not saying you got money for Hobby Lobby, but we're not going to Ulta. Tell her that.
She hasn't taken you yet?
No.
What the fuck?
Call her out.
What the fuck? That's kind of fucked up. Excuses, fucking excuses.
You have to show restraint.
We welcome you back to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's Chiefs football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
No.
On 1st down, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd down, Rankin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Off play action, Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Now a 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Now Richardson yet again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Richardson working from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get them. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 2nd and 9. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 65 yards.
And they've gone to it early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Again, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down at Pacheco. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. Open is Powell. That's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They go play action with Richardson. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Richardson looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Monarchs are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Point after here coming up. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14 that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go. And I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. So right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. A touchdown run for Kenneth Walker. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Ravens trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. Are running on fumes, but they're still fighting for that elusive win. Looking to avoid an 0-17 season. They've got a fighting chance here. Fall to 0-16 on the year, but unlike seasons past, they'll have one more chance next week to avoid a winless season. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And pressure gets to him again. Brian Brzee, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production,
Open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. along the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Completes it to Powell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Pacheco twisting his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. Man open. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Rankin. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 yards, a 1st down. going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The tackle by Caleb Barnes. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now a pause as they tend to an injured player. And, boy, that, you got to hope this is minor. That's Patrick Mahomes, who's in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The backup Murray, his first throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now it's Richardson. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Richardson working from the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Richardson looking to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Here Richardson yet again. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Monarchs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeout to early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Back to throw, Murray, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this one is right through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now Las Vegas down by 5, just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Richardson. And he will find his man on the end round, complete. Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's Richardson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Chiefs, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Aye? Someone said September.